Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steve. We've got Charlotte. Charlotte's our newest member of staff here at Awesome. We've also got something else that's new, Racechip Xlr5. Some of you may know what XLR is. XLR is a throttle control module, so you can change the sensitivity of your throttle. You can have it more sensitive, less sensitive, depending on your driving style or who is driving your car. The old XLR came with an app or without an app. All of these come with an app. So if you have more than one driver or more than one person in the family that uses this car, they can have their app set to their settings, you can have it set to yours. They all come with the app now, as I said before. There is also an option to come with the new controller. If you opt for the new controller, it comes with a bunch of new functions. Charlotte is going to run you through a couple of those now.
Now, in amongst these new functions, we do have something called valet mode, which is basically where it reduces the throttle response to as little as 30%, depending on how you want it. So, if you take your car into the garage or you have a valet park it up, they aren't allowed to absolutely floor it, which I know might be a good thing for a lot of you. Now, you can also have something called anti-theft mode. Now, this means that when the controller is not in your vehicle, it doesn't allow the throttle to respond, so it renders the throttle inactive. So there is only one more thing to do now, and it is to show you it being fitted to our lovely RS3 behind us. So, are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so installation is really easy. All we're going to do is remove the plug from the top of the throttle on this car, replace it with this plug, and then plug the existing wiring from the car into here, hide this module, installation done. Okay, so we've now got that installed. The next thing to do is to download the app and attach the XLR to the app using the serial number that is provided on the back of the unit. Always worth maybe taking a photograph of that so you've got the numbers ready. After you've hidden it away, obviously it's going to be difficult to find. Once it's downloaded onto the app, we're using an iPad at the minute, recording the screen so you can see what's going on there. Once it's linked to the app, it opens up the functions that are available. It also opens the functions that are available on the controller, should you have opted to take that on board. As you can see at the moment, it's on Eco on the controller. If I press Sport, it changes the controller. Not only that, we can also fine tune what we're doing on the app itself. So I've at the moment got Eco on Eco, Sport on Sport, and Race on Race Plus, but we can change each one of those functions as we go along. We can have them all on Race Plus, or we can have them in various different settings. Of course, each time you change your setting on the app itself, it automatically goes to those functions that you've already programmed in. So if I hold the throttle, trying to hold it at a constant, of course this isn't scientific, but it'll give you a very good idea of how this works. In the wet function, it's limiting the throttle quite a lot. Move to Eco, it makes it more sensitive. Move to Sport, more sensitive again. And move to Race. You see it drop as I go through the functions. Okay, as we mentioned earlier, if you opt for the controller, there are some extra functions that are on here. We've got valet mode or a rev limiter, where you can limit the throttle to as little as 30%. That's a really handy thing. We've just tried that before, that works brilliantly. We have anti-theft. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass this controller to Charlotte once I've activated anti-theft. And as she goes away,
Thank you.
the throttle will become inactive. Okay, as you can hear, the car is running. Of course, I'm pressing the throttle and there's absolutely nothing there. Completely deactivated throttle. Okay, so the controller, everybody that's seen it has said how much of a high quality item this is. Of course, very reminiscent of a smartwatch. Has a 3M sticker on the back on the little plinth, which can be put anywhere, of course, in the car. And here, on the dashboard, anywhere you like. We're going to leave Mark to make that decision, as it's his car, of course. Okay, so early on, we decided to show you how it worked whilst we were filming before. As we said, it wasn't really scientific, so what we've decided to do is get VCDS out, show throttle position, and actually physically show you what this actually does. So you can see from the images and from the video that we've got there that in wet it is very much like this. I'm not moving the throttle. Eco, you can hear a slight change. Sport, and then race, you can hear those changes. Back in sport, back in eco, and in wet. Okay, so each one of these modes can be fine-tuned as well to whichever you want it to be. So we've got fine-tuning there. In eco, which we're actually sat in right now, I can change that throttle setting. In sport, I can change that throttle setting, and so on and so forth. So one last thing, the new generation of Racechip products, including the new Xlr5 and the controller, they can add functions and features over the app. So any new ideas that they come up with, as soon as you update your app, you will have those features and functions. What we're going to do is offer an Xlr5 to the person that comes up with the best idea. So get these ideas in the comments. No matter how crazy it is, put it in there. The best idea comes away with a new Xlr5 for free. These are now available on the website, of course, ready to buy.
And for anyone who's already got an XLR, please feel free to put down in the comments below your thoughts, and don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the ding-ling.